This video is created by Nihar Dash from YouTube. This video is created by Nihar Dash from YouTube. 10 Kargil Heroes India will always be proud of, which written by Nihar Dash for public domain purpose only. On the 20th Kargil, Vijay Divas, a look at 10 of the brave soldiers who risked their lives and went above and beyond the call of duty. The Kargil War formally came to an end on July 26, with Indian soldiers successfully recapturing mountain heights that had been seized by Pakistani intruders. India is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Kargil Vijay Divas today. On this day in 1999, the Kargil War, also known as the Kargil conflict, formally came to an end, with Indian soldiers successfully recapturing mountain heights that had been seized by Pakistani intruders. It was only possible through the valor of the soldiers of the armed forces. So check out our list, which written by Nihar Dash. 1. Major Saurabh Kalia, 4 Jat, Major Saurabh Kalia, 4 Jat. On 15 May 1999, Lieutenant Saurabh Kalia and 5 other soldiers, Sepoys Arjun Ram, Banwar Lal Bagaria, Bikar Ram, Mullah Ram and Naresh Singh of the 4 Jat Regiment, had gone for a routine patrol of the Bajrang post in the Kaksar sector, in the rugged treeless mountains. They were encircled by a platoon of Pakistani Rangers and captured alive. No trace of the patrol was left. Meanwhile, Radio Skardu of Pakistan announced that Captain Saurabh Kalia had been captured by Pakistani troops. It was after this that India discovered Pakistan Army troops had surreptitiously occupied certain peaks on the Indian side of the line of control. Saurabh Kalia and his men were in captivity from 15 May 1999 7 June 1999, 24 days, and subjected to torture. Their mutilated bodies were handed over by the Pakistan Army on 9 June 1999. Post-mortem examinations revealed that the Pakistanis had tortured them by burning their bodies with cigarettes, piercing the eardrums with hot rods, puncturing eyes before removing them, breaking most of their teeth and bones, fracturing their skulls, cutting the lips, chipping of nose, chopping off limbs and private organs of the soldiers, and finally shooting them through temple. 2. Lieutenant Manoj Kumar Pandey, 111th Gorkha Rifles. Lieutenant Manoj Kumar Pandey, 111th Gorkha Rifles. According to his father, Manoj Kumar Pandey had joined the Indian Army with the sole ambition of getting a Param Vir Chakra, the highest gallantry award. He got one in Kargil conflict, albeit posthumously. Lieutenant Pandey was a soldier of 111th Gorkha Rifles. His team was tasked to clear enemy positions in order to prevent his battalion from getting exposed in the daylight. The battlefield was caliber. He led his team valiantly and was shot on a ledge, but he made it to the top of a cliff. He busted enemy bunkers before succumbing to bullets. His dirigibility finally led to the recapture of Caliber. 3. Rifleman Sanjay Kumar, 13 Jack Riff, Rifleman Sanjay Kumar, 13 Jack Riff. Rifleman Sanjay Kumar was once a taxi driver and had been rejected thrice by the army. Today, he is the youngest of 3 surviving Param Vir Chakra decorated soldiers of the Indian Army. During the Kargil War, he was part of a column that was tasked to capture area flat top of point 4875 in the Mushko Valley. When automatic fire from one of the enemy bunkers posed stiff opposition and stalled the column, Kumar charged at them head-on. He was hit in the leg and hip, but he single-handedly wiped out a bunker after others from his unit had fallen. 4. Major Padmapani Acharya, 2 Rajputana Rifles. Major Padmapani Acharya was a company commander and assigned the task of recapturing an enemy position in Talaling. Bracing a hail of Pakistani shells and bullets, Major Acharya overran the enemy position. He was grievously injured in the process and succumbed to his injuries soon after completing his mission. Days before the battle, he had written a letter to his father telling him, "Combat is an honor of a lifetime." In the same letter, he requested his father to tell a story a day from the Mahabharata to his daughter Cheru, who could never got to see her father again, but at 20, she wishes to join the army. 5. Naik Dejendra Kumar, 2RR, Naik Dejendra Kumar, 2RR. Naik Dejendra Kumar is best known for his plan to recapture Talaling, that is located at an altitude of 15,000 feet. His plan had surprised General V.P. Malik, the then army chief, who held a Sainik Darbar in Dras on June 2, 1990, after 3 failed attempts to get back Talaling. His idea of following the same route as the enemy sounded too risky to the army chief. But Naik Dejendra Kumar insisted and set off on the mission. The team of 10 commandos came under heavy firing from 250 Pakistani soldiers. 9 commandos died. But before that they handed over their guns and grenades to Naik Dejendra Kumar, who lodged them in all 11 bunkers of the enemy. Advertisement killed Major Anwar Khan of Pakistan Army in hand-to-hand combat, slitting enemy's throat with his dagger. He planted Indian flag on the hilltop before falling unconscious. He woke up in an army hospital. 6. Major Vivek Gupta, 2RR. Major Vivek Gupta, 2RR. Vivek Gupta of the 2 Rajputana Rifles, was leading a dangerous uphill assault against the Pakistani intruders. He captured 2 bunkers before being enemy bullets tore open his torso and dressed. The major lay in the snow alongside dead colleagues for 2 days. He died fighting exactly 7 years after being commissioned in the 2nd Rajputana Rifles, June 13, 1992. 7. Major Rajesh Adhikari, 18 Grenadiers. Major Rajesh Adhikari, 18 Grenadiers. On May 14, 1999, Major Rajesh Adhikari was leading the central arm of 3 10-man teams, trying to capture a bunker at 16,000 feet at the Talaling feature. He displayed exemplary valor in recapturing Talaling, where he engaged in direct combat with the Pakistani soldiers guarding the bunkers. Major Adhikari suffered serious bullet injuries to which he succumbed beyond enemy lines on May 15. He was the 2nd Army officer to be martyred in Kargil War. Advertisement His body was recovered 13 days later. In his pocket was an unread letter from his wife. He was posthumously awarded Mahavir Chakra for his bravery. 8. Grenadier Ujendra Singh Yadav, 18 Grenadiers. Grenadier Ujendra Singh Yadav, 18 Grenadiers. Then 19 years old, Ujendra Singh Yadav, now Sub-Editor Major, was the youngest person to ever be awarded the Paramvir Chakra. He was the sole survivor of an attack on Tiger Hill, in which he took 15 bullets. He was a part of the Gatak platoon that recaptured 3 strategic bunkers on Tiger Hill on July 4, 1999. Yadav led the assault, but halfway through enemy lines opened fires, killing his colleagues. Yadav was himself hit by several bullets which rendered his left arm immobile. Determined to achieve his objective, Yadav strapped his arm in a belt, wrapped a bandana around his leg, and continued to fight the enemy. He killed 4 enemy soldiers in close combat and silenced the automatic fire. This gave the rest of his platoon the opportunity to climb up the cliff and capture the positions. 9. Lieutenant Balwant Singh, 18 Grenadiers. Lieutenant Balwant Singh, 18 Grenadiers. Lieutenant Balwant Singh, now a colonel, was the Tiger of Tiger Hill, the decisive battle of the Kargil War. Singh was tasked with the recapture of Tiger Hill. At 25, he led soldiers of the Gatak platoon through a steep treacherous path on 12-hour journey to reach the hilltop. The assault took the enemy by surprise, as India was not expected to take such a difficult route. In the ensuing close combat, Lieutenant Singh killed 4 enemy soldiers despite being seriously injured. Rest of the Pakistani soldiers opted to flee, then facing wrath of the brave Indian officer. He planted the Indian tricolour atop the Tiger Hill and was later awarded the Mahavir Chakra for his bravery. Before setting off for the Tiger Hill, Lieutenant Singh took a vow with his soldiers. Tiger Hill P. Tiranga Farak Anj, Che Kuch Bhai Ho Jai. We will hoist the tricolour atop Tiger Hill, come what may. 10. Captain Vikram Batra, 13 Jack Riff. Captain Vikram Batra, 13 Jack Riff. Captain Vikram Batra of the 13 Jammu and Kashmir Rifle immortalized himself by turning a soft drink ad's tagline, "Ya dil mange more," "My heart asks for more," into an iconic war cry, while showcasing on national television the enemy's machine guns he had captured in his first gallant exploits in the Kargil War. He died fighting Pakistani forces during the Kargil War in 1999 at the age of 24. He was given the highest wartime gallantry award, Paramvir Chakra, posthumously. Due to his exemplary feat, Captain Vikram was awarded many titles. He came to be fondly called the Tiger of Drasas, the Lion of Kargil, the Kargil Hero, and so on. Pakistanis called him Sher Shah after the ferocious warrior king of medieval India.